Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy you're here with me. I'm feeling a little bit unmotivated, to tell you the truth. So we're going to start out slow and then just go from there and get some rejuvenation going. Come along with me. Let's get moving. So let's just flip over right onto our rears. I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce, and I'm going to just kind of settle in. I want you to feel your body sitting on the mat. Your sits bones are on the ground, and I want you to lift your head up into the ceiling as much as you possibly can, and just starting with a nice good inhale and a nice deep exhale. And a nice good inhale and a nice good exhale as you grow even taller. And then I'm slowly getting a good grip on my shins. And I want you to inhale. As you exhale, I want you just to sink back into your back. And then as you inhale, I want you to open your chest up to the ceiling. And exhale, sink it back. Doing essentially a seated cat-cow here. Open the shoulders up and sink it back. Get rounding through your back, just stretch. Inhale as you open your chest and shoulders up, looking up to the ceiling. One more time, tucking it back. And then opening your chest up to the ceiling. And come back to a nice tall sitting position. Bring those feet, they're going to be hip width apart. Grab a hold of the backs of your legs and just slowly lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Arms come down by your side. Drag those feet so you have them nice and close to your rear end. And inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. And inhale, shrug it up. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. One more time. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, reach your arms long down by your side. Press your arms into the mat. Make sure you have pressure on your big toe, your little toe, your heel. And then have energy in between your knees like you're hugging a pillow, so that you're not just lying around anymore. You are active. And from here, inhale. On the exhale, pull your lower back into the mat, peel and curl all the way up to the top with those hips. Hold it here for an inhale, and exhale, coming all the way down, taking your time so that you can really get that back moving. I'm going to be starting out slowly here because I'm sneaking up on my own body, just because like I said, I had to make myself get in the door here. Sometimes you just got to start moving. It's like dressing for the party. Once you got the dress on, you're ready to go. This is me. Just not really fake it till you make it, because I'm not faking it. But I definitely just have to talk sternly sometimes to yourself and say, let's get moving. You know we're going to feel better for it at the end. Let's do one more. Rock those hips. No butt, all abs as you peel and curl all the way up to the top. On this one, we're going to let our hands float over our head onto the ground. Articulate all the way down. Keep those arms reaching over your head. And from here, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Hands come down by your side. Bring those hands up and then lower it down. And head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Stay lifted in your torso as your hands come up to the ceiling. Let them travel over your head and then coming all the way down. Head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Take a moment here. Grab the backs of your legs. Lift a little bit higher. From here, stay lifted. Hands come up to the ceiling. They travel over your head. You can feel that change of your center of gravity, a little extra pull on your abs. And lower all the way down. And exhale, brings it up. Reach around the back of your legs. Curl up a little bit more. Hands come up to the ceiling, over your head, and bring it down. We're going to do one more of those, and then, you know me, I'm going to switch it on you. Hands come up to the ceiling. Interlace your hands behind your head. Stay lifted. Let your head be heavy in your hands. Rotate over to the right. Come through the center and over to the left. And take it to the right. and stay lifted. Come over to the left. We're going to come over to the right side. That left hand is going to reach to the outside of your knee. And I want you to give me a little pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted as you bring that hand back. Come over to the other side and lift to the outside of your left knee and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center and head comes all the way down. Arms come right back down by your side. Right leg comes up to tabletop. And then float that left leg up to tabletop and tap that right toe on the mat and bring it up. And left toe taps. And right. Do a quick check. Make sure you're not using muscles that shouldn't be used right now. So my feet are pretty relaxed, completely relaxed, so that they're just along for the ride. My fingers, I don't have any super tense fingers. I just have a little steady pressure in on the mat with my whole arm. Nod your chin a little bit if you need to get a little more length in your spine. Keep those legs going. One more time on the right, one more time on the left. Pull both knees together here at the top. Pull your lower back into the mat. And from here, both feet go towards the mat and exhale, pulls it up. And tap it down and pull it up. And inhale as you tap them down, exhale, pulls it in. Keep your legs going. Hover your arms off the mat. If this is enough for you, please stay here. If you would like to do a little more, on the next time your knees come up, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Keep that head lifted and pull those knees up. Hinging right from your hips, your knees are staying at 90 degrees. Let's add our arms, shall we? And from here, arms go over your head and bring it down. And reach and bring it down. And reach. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold it right here. Head comes down. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. And then from here, bring those legs back into a good tabletop. Hands come out to the side in a goalpost. Inhale, float those legs over to the right. That left shoulder stays on the mat. The left side of your waist pulls those knees back to center. There's absolutely no shifting in my knees so that you're really twisting right from your waist. Floating, picking that left hip up to float over to the right. That left side of your waist pulls it back to center. And take it over to the left. And pull it back to center. 1 more time to the right, and center, and left, and center. Hold it right here. Right leg comes down on the mat. Left leg comes down on the mat. Hands come up to the ceiling. Shoulders are pressing down towards your hips. Back bottom rib is pressing into the mat. Ankles, feet, inner thighs are pressing inward. Inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Exhale, rolls it all the way up. Hold it here, inhale, and exhale, rolling it all the way down. And inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts. And take it down. And just because I need to feel a little bit of that flow, let's increase that pace just a little bit. We're not going to take too long to do these. And inhale to start, exhale through that tough part, coming forward. Belly button stays pulled behind you the whole time and coming all the way down. Let's do 1 more. And come right back and down. From here, right leg comes into tabletop. Just grab a hold of that knee, cross it over your body. And then reach that right arm out in the opposite direction. I'm looking at my wild horses. And you should be gazing at your right hand. And inhale. On the exhale, that leg comes back to the center. Right leg goes long. Left leg comes up to tabletop. Grab a hold of that knee. Cross it over your body. That left hand goes in the opposite direction. Now I get to look at you. And exhale all the way. And inhale. On the exhale, come back to center. That left leg is in tabletop. Right leg is gonna come up to join it. Head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Get yourself up there nice and high. Interlace your hands behind your head. Extend those legs up to the ceiling. I want you to flex and point your toes. Just flex, reach with your heels and point those toes to the ceiling. And flex and point. And I want you to make it yummy. So it's not just about the flex and the point, but really articulate through your feet. One more time, flex and point, hold it right there. Bend those legs into tabletop. And from here, you're gonna keep your toes together. You're gonna open those knees up. You're gonna make a diamond. Bring those knees back together. Open those feet up. Make a little pie wedge. And come together with those feet. Open the knees, diamond. And knees come together and open those feet for a little wedge. And diamond. And wedge. And diamond. And wedge. Hold it here. This time we're going to go into frog. So you're going to open those knees up. Heels are going to come together. Toes are apart. And from here, you're going to press those legs out and drag it right back in. And press it out at a 45 and drag it back in. And press it out and drag it in. And I'm imagining I'm pressing my feet through the mud and dragging it right back in. If this is too much with your head lifted, please, by all means, bring it down. We're going to do 2 more. Press it out and bring it in. One more time, press it out and drag it in. Knees come together, relax those feet a little bit. You're gonna float those toes all the way down to the mat. You're gonna slide them out. I'm sorry, this is not very nice. Play along with me, you got this. Stay lifted in your head, neck, and chest. Arms come up to the ceiling and roll all the way up to seated. Nice, you did it. All right, let's flip over onto your hands and knees. Hands are gonna be right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath your hips. Let's just do a couple of cat-cows and tuck your tail. Look into your belly button and then uncurl. Extend your chest up. And tuck. And extend. One more time. Tuck. And extend. Come back to the middle here. Right leg goes out behind you. Left leg goes out behind you in a plank. Back of your head and neck stays lifted, belly buttons to your spine. From here, right leg hovers a little higher than your rear. I want you to feel your glutes kick in, and I want you to lift and lift and lift, 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 lift. So you're getting a lot of work done right now. Just the co-contraction of your front and back muscles with this plank position, but then also getting those glutes moving by lifting it higher than your foot higher than your rear. Opening up those hip flexors in the front. 4, 3, 2, last one. Put that foot down just because I want to. Let's pike our hips up to the sky. Have a quick little break of a down dog for a stretch. Rotating those arms outward if you can. And then lifting your upper back, rolling forward, coming back into that plank. Hover that left leg and lift, 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 lift. Really make this dynamic. Double check that you're lifting through the back of your head and your neck. Your belly button's pulled tight to your spine. 4, 3, 2, last one. Put that left foot down. Pike your hips all the way to the sky. Heels down toward the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. Aim that rear end way up to the sky. Bend your right leg. And your left. And your right. And left. One more time right. And one more time left. Both heels come down on the mat. We're going to go into a nice good quadruped position. And from here, I just want you to bring that leg out behind you, lift that knee up, bring it all the way around to the side and circle it down and around. So I'm just making a nice big circle with my hips, going for as big a range of motion as you can get it, just to get our hips open and moving here. And you know I'm going to make it a little harder on your hips, so enjoy this just movement. And then switch directions, take it out to the side and circle it around. And really feel how it actually gets that left hip moving a little bit too when you get that range of motion nice and big. One more time, bring that knee down, and let's go to the left side. Take it out to the side, up and back and around. A nice good circle. And then bring those knees together and switch directions. Bring it up and around. Sometimes we just have to get our body moving, and then the energy follows. And will hopefully carry with us through the rest of the day. Or even make you sleep well with all this extra movement. Hold it there, both knees on the mat. From here, that right leg is gonna reach out behind you. Lift it about the height of your rear. I want you to come and tap it right next to you, and then all the way up and tap it behind you. Bring it up and tap it next to you, and up and behind you, and up and tap, up and tap. Nice and high. One more time to the side, and bring it back. Bring it back to that center, straight out behind you. Flex that foot, and I want you to put your heel right on the ceiling. Press it up, and up, and up, and up, and press, 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 press. 3, 2, and 1. Reach it long, just tap it down, and lift, and down, and lift, down, lift. I have a lot of good energy in my leg. Like I'm trying to get my little leg all the way to the other side of the room, getting the most out of what I got. One more tap down and up, and let's just bring that right knee right down back to the mat. From here, that left leg is going to extend out behind you. Lift it about the height of your rear for now. Tap it right down next to you. Bring it all the way up, over, and tap behind you. And bring it up, and tap, and up, and tap. And keep breathing. That's always a good part of exercising. You get to breathe as an added bonus. And up, over the top. Let's do one more time, tapping to the side, keeping it nice and high, all the way over the top of you. From here, come back to the middle. Flex that foot, heels reaching to the ceiling, and press it up, and press, and press, and press. Working on strengthening those hips, strengthening those glute muscles, and opening the hip flexor on the front even. So while we're at it, make note of where your belly is. Make sure it's not just hanging out the front. Belly button still pulled tight to your spine. Extend that leg all the way out. You're gonna lower it and lift, and lower, and lift, lower, lift, and lower, and lift. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one, lifting and then floating that knee down quietly. From here, toes come together, open those knees up, and sit back on your heels. And exhale, nice good deep exhale. Let's make your way back onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Shoot your hips up to the sky. From here, you're gonna lift that right leg all the way to the ceiling. And then bring that knee right in between your hands. My foot has come off to the left a little bit. Doing a little pigeon. Little yoga portion of your day. And then walk those hands all the way out, getting a nice good stretch. One more inhale. On the exhale, I want you to slowly start walking your hands back in towards your body. I'm going to have you sit back right onto that right hip with your, or onto your both hips actually, excuse me. With your right hand, I want you to reach around. See if you can tap those left toes or somewhere near that direction. Bring that right hand around, send it right next to your right hip. Sweep that left arm up, open the whole front side of your body, and sit right back down. That right arm sweeps around, grab those left toes, hand comes down, sweep that left arm up, find your inner ballerina and open that up, and sit down, sweep it across, and hand comes down, and lift. One more time, sweep it around, tap those toes, bring it up, and find that length all the way through your body, and sit yourself right back down. Let's make our way back onto our hands and knees so we can do the other side. Toes are gonna curl under. You're gonna shoot those hips up to the sky for a down dog. Lift that left leg up to the sky and bring that knee right in between your hands. Flip that back foot down and over so that knee and that top of my foot is staying facing the mat, which really brings that right hip down towards the mat as well. So we're not open here, just rotate it forward. If you need a little block or something to sit on that left side to make this possible, go for it. Walk your hands out. If your pigeon is not something that you can get into with this bent knee, you can always do the runner's figure 4 stretch instead of this, which is lying on your back with one knee on the other, one ankle on the other knee, and then just holding onto that thigh like you're making a figure 4. And then walk those hands in. Sit back onto your rear. That left hand is gonna grab those right toes. Oh, this side feels a little bit tight-ish. Bring that hand back behind your left hip and sweep that right hand up and over the top. Oh, hi, little horses. And then sit down and sweep. Grab those toes, put that hand down, sweep up nice and high. Find that length in the front of your body and come down and tap and sweep. We're doing one more and then we're done, so make it a yummy one. Bring it around and tap, and hand comes down, sweep, and coming all the way down. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel better, I feel ready to take on the day. I appreciate you coming along with me. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll see you tomorrow.